So I started my YouTube channel at 37 years old. I wish I would have started it sooner, but it's still the best thing that I have ever started and the best project that I have ever started. And I believe every single person that's in that age range should actually start it. Because you see, when you start a YouTube channel, there are so many different things that come into play. Yes, you have the success, and you see all these YouTube channels having so much success when they first start. They start making a ton of money, and you see that all the time because that's what YouTube shows you. But some other YouTube channels struggle. So yes, if you have a YouTube channel that makes money, there's nothing wrong with that. I want to make money. People want to make money. In fact, I made a video where I quit my full-time job, and you can check that video out. And in order to quit your job, you will need to have some sort of income coming in. And I won't go into detail because you can see that video, because my YouTube channel so far has made $0, but it will come in the future. But why would you want to start a YouTube channel even if you have chances of failing or not having the success? You see, I'm not even monetized. My goal is to get monetized by the 15th of April. And I may be able to do it, but maybe not. It's possible, and hopefully I will. But if I don't, I still have grown so much because you learn so many skills. You see, when you're 30 years old, you have at least a family or just adult things that you have to do, like going to your full-time job. And therefore, a lot of the time is going to be spent doing adult things. That's just the fact. That's just how the world works. So if you have something that just is a creative outlet, because a lot of people are creative, I think 100% of people are creative in some sort of way, but you just have to express it in a way that feels right to you. For me, it's creating YouTube videos and raw YouTube videos. And right now, YouTube is actually pushing some videos out or pushing small channels out. I've seen this time and time again where there's videos of people that have, 10 subscribers and are getting 50 views on their videos. And that's great because that's something that is just the best time to start a YouTube channel. And if you're 30 years old, you have a maturity that people that are having huge successes on YouTube just don't have. And that's just how it is. That's just how life works. When I was 18 years old, I didn't have the maturity that I have now. And I believe it translates into making your YouTube videos appeal to a certain type of person. You see, if you want to make a full-time income on YouTube, there's two ways to do it. The one way is you look at people like Mr. Beast or Jake Trahan, or however you pronounce his name, or people like that. And the idea behind that, or any influencer, and the idea behind that is that you start to find ways to make your videos go as viral as possible in order to get the AdSense. Because if you get more views, you will make more money. That's one way to look at it. And it's very, very difficult to do. In fact, my videos don't typically get that many views. So what's the other way to do it? Well, you watch people that don't necessarily have a ton of views or a ton of things or subscribers and things like that, just the vanity metrics. And if they're on YouTube and they're monetized, they will typically make $1,000 to $2,000 a month on good months. And sometimes it goes down to 200, sometimes it goes up to 300, but really it's tough to make a living on that. However, these people have made content not to appeal to the bigger audience that you can have, but instead appealing to people that can be your tribe, possibly your future customers if you choose to do that. And those people have built something like that. In fact, I've seen somebody that has a few YouTube channels, and one of the channels I think has 300,000 or 400,000 subscribers, and he started a second channel that has, I don't even think he's monetized, maybe 1,000 followers, maybe, if that. And he says that that channel makes way more money than the channel that has over 300,000 or 400,000 people following it, because that's tailored to the right audience. And I think that's super, super important. And that's what I created my channel to have. Not just because I want to sell something, and I probably will in the future at some point, and I don't even know what, but at least I want my channel not just to have challenges that survive a year or 3 or 30 days on a desert island or something. Instead, I just want my tribe. I want people that have the same dreams as me to just be able to live on YouTube and hopefully make some good money. There's nothing wrong with that, but at least be able to make a living on YouTube. So there's some things that you will have to do in order to make this happen, and some traps that you want to also avoid. You see, recently my channel blew up and then it just crashed right back again. And I explained everything in that video, so you should probably watch it. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.